Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to my new Let's Get Farming series on Saxlingham. Um, it's going to be a Let's Play, but a Let's Play with a slight difference. I had someone make a comment on, I think it was a Schweizing Bahnhof video that I did a while back, saying that a lot of the stuff that I was doing on there was bit advanced and stuff like that. Everything was all set up and using auto drive, course play, and all that type of stuff. And they were more interested in kind of building up from scratch and seeing how things work out that way, and as a new player, etc. So I thought I'd do something that's kind of like a back to basics let's play. Um, we'll start off. Just doing the basic stuff. I won't have any. I'm not going to do any animals initially. We'll just do a bit of arable farming, bit of grass, and also no auto drive, no course play, none of the stuff like that. Yes, we might use the AI workers and stuff that's built into the game, but we'll not do any of the other kind of fancy stuff that I've done on some of the other videos that I usually do. So I thought I'd do this on Saxlingham. I know it's only out on PC at the moment. It's supposed to be potentially coming out on console. I believe it's either in testing or will be with testing Giants very, very shortly. And again, if you're watching this and you're going to download this, please get it from Briscoe's site directly. Don't get it from any other mod site. Get it direct from his page. That way you're assured that it's the map, it's not been messed with at all or anything like that. I'll put the link in the description below. So yeah, here we are. We'll talk through a few more things as well. This is pretty much the starter farm that you get as a new farmer. So yeah, this is new farmer mode. I've made just a couple of small changes. I've tried not to do too much because obviously we want to do it in the game itself. And I'll go through and do some game settings as well that I haven't set up yet that I normally set up. So yeah, what you get from an equipment perspective, you get the class harvester over here, the Lexion. You get a New Holland T7 front weight I added. I've also got a back weight for that that's stored up there. I also increased the engine size on that as well. You get the class Arion here. I also added both of these front loaders to them since we're going to be doing some grass work, and the front loader itself will work on either of these. It's also important to remember when you get a front loader not to get one that's a larger size than the engine size. So if we look here, if we look at the class, this is 180, this engine, and this one is 302, and the front loader that we got is good for up to 140 HP on this one. So we're good across the board there. So that's always something to remember. Also something to remember is if you're playing on a British map, you're probably going to want to stick with small and medium-sized tractors. Large tractors are going to probably cause you problems on British maps with the small roads and stuff. So that's just one thing to remember. Okay, we did have a Crampy trailer that was in here. I've swapped that out for a Bale trailer just because it's more fitting for the UK. It's about the same size. I think it's like 1 meter larger, but it's basically the same. I've got a Red Rock trailer as well for doing bales, etc. That there's no Bale trailer on the starter farm, so that's an addition. So if you've not seen the map yet, this is all storage that we've got up here. I've got storage down there as well. You get 10,000 litres of diesel in new farmer mode. Up here we have a silo, and you also get a cultivator, a plough. I don't like these ploughs, personal choice, but I'll use it for this to start with. I usually get like a Lizard 6 meter plough the square ones. I just find them easier to work with, but we'll go with this for now. So yeah, like I said, we've got the silo there. We have a baler, a class baler, square baler. So that comes with it. We have the Great Plains cedar. I really don't like this cedar, but there you go. We've got a brittle spreader. Actually, I never checked if that actually does lime. I hope it does. Pretty sure it does because we've got a sprayer. So yeah, it does both. Okay, yep. And we've got a Hardy Centaur line sprayer as well. And that is how big? That's 27 meters. So that's not too bad for UK farm. Over here, another drive through here as well. So we've got 2 drive throughs. My plan is to, because the header for the harvester is over here and it's on a dolly. I can't reverse dollies for the life of me, so we'll pull through here later and put that in there, and actually I'll put the bale trailer probably in here in the side there. Rear weight over here that I purchased if needed, and here's a front loader over here with a bale spike on it as well. So we've got $500,000 or pounds to start with. So look at what we own so far. So we own 19 here, which is a wheat field. We have 7, which is a barley field. Then we also own these 2 wheat fields here, 3 and 2. And what I'm going to do is purchase 3 grass fields, so 6, 5, and 4. So we're going to purchase those so we can do some grass. And then whatever we're left with is our working money at that point. Okay, so those we've purchased. So we've got just a little under 200k now to play with. So the idea is that we'll start off this farm, like I say, just doing arable and grass work, and work our way up to doing animals, either at this farm or potentially look at moving to one of the other farms. Maybe, I can't remember exactly where it is now. I think it's over here somewhere. There's a dairy farm around here somewhere, I think. So we can look at that, or we can look at moving to the main farm over here. Okay, so all the crops are ready for harvesting. We're just going to have to pick them up. Yeah, they need lime and stuff, but that is what it is. So these need to be picked up today because we've only got today to get them off the ground. Since we're on 1 days at the moment, I'll probably change it to maybe 3-day months. Well, actually, yeah, we'll go through the settings in a minute. So actually, I just wanted to check on the price of silage and hay. So we haven't got a wrapper either. So hay's 89.90. Silage is going to be what? 213. So yeah, maybe we can lease a wrapper, do silage. When I'm not planning on using the hay or silage or anything for any animals at the moment. So with regards to this baler, where is it? Here it is. So this one can do up to 240 wrapped. Well, 180 to 240 wrapped. One thing to note is that I don't think any of the base game wrappers will go up to 240. So if you're going to do 240 centimeter bales, you're probably going to need to get the modified coon wrapper, which actually I forgot to include in this, so I'll have to add that in a bit. once we get to that point. But we'll do the 240s for the straw that we're going to get off the arable fields, so that's okay. And then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with the grass, which I'm not sure we won't get to that today anyway in this episode. So I'm looking at making these episodes about 30 to 45 minutes long, if that. Another thing on bales as well, and I'll put this up on the screen when I'm doing the editing. But I've got a nice little spreadsheet that shows the size of the bales compared to their actual litre sizes. I'll also put the link to it because it's actually someone else's spreadsheet page that they put up, and they've got some other sheets there as well with other information that might be useful. But it covers round bales, large square bales, the small square ones as well, and it tells you what size. Grass 125 centimeters, 150 and 180 tells you exactly what the literage is for all of those. So it's really useful. So if we look at a 240 centimeter large square bale for straw, that's 9,000 liters in size. For hay, for the same size bale, it would be 8,000 liters. For grass, it would be 6.5, and for silage, it would be 6.5 as well. So that's always good to know, especially if you're doing TMR mixes. And you're using a mixer, because you're going to need that information to know what ratios to use within the TMR mix. But again, we're not doing animals at the moment, so we can worry about that some other time. So I think without further ado, let's just go through some of the settings that I need to set up here. So I'm just going to go through some of my settings that I normally do. So I've got autosave off at the moment, just because I typically do that when I'm recording content, just in case anything goes wrong and I need to go back at all. We're going to run this on normal difficulty for now. We'll leave traffic on for now. We'll see how annoying it gets and take it from there. Seasonal growth, yes, currently. Let's change this to 3 days. We won't see that until next month. Don't care about the fixed visual. We're going to have snow on. We'll leave crop destruction on as well, so we need to remember that when we're spraying, etc., we'll need to put narrows on the tractors and stuff. Periodic ploughing, yep, let's do that. Field stones we'll leave off for now. We'll come back to stones later. Line required on, yep. Weeds on. Disaster is enabled, but just for visuals only. Normal dirt. I don't like automatic engine start. We'll leave that off. Fuel use is normal. We'll turn off all the buy stuff for now. Tire usage, I'm going to change it to low. So I've got a couple of mods in here. Just quality of life mods and interesting mods. The tire usage one is pretty good. It's a realistic one, so your tires wear down over time, so you have to replace them. That's quite a good mod. It's good. Another one I've added is yield tracker, which is a new mod on ModHub. Tracks your yields in your fields over the years. Let's change it to the ones we own. So actually we should see something coming up in here fairly quick once we get that done, those fields done. Time-saving stock check, can't be without it. Very useful mod. I think every content creator who works on PC content anyway certainly has this installed. And that's about it. Beyond easy dev and stuff like that, I can't remember what other mods I've got, but I think that's about it. I've downloaded a couple of implement mods and stuff, but not too many. I'm trying to keep it as needed. We're not doing precision farming on here at the moment. Again, we'll work into that at a later date. Let's just get through some normal stuff first and work it as we normally do. And when we come to the animals as well, I think we'll do realistic animals when we do the animals, but again, not at this point. So rest of the settings, we're okay for these. Nothing there. Oops. And these are all okay as well. So that's about it from a game settings perspective. So I think first thing we need to do is get these fields harvested. and get this crop. I'm going to get it stored at the moment because although we don't need the money, so look at the pricing. We'll find that wheat is probably at its worst price at the moment. Yep, so it's $4.91. So we can potentially afford to wait until January. We'll see how that goes. We'll stick it in a silo for now. The other one was barley, I think, wasn't it? Yep, so again, worst price ever. Look to sell that in January. I'll make at least another $200 per 1,000 litres. So we'll do that. We'll see. If we need the money, we need the money. But I think if we just lease anything that we may need for now, we should be okay money-wise. Not planning on buying any new tractors or anything. I think we have enough here for what we're doing at the moment. Obviously, as we get bigger, we may need to get some more, but we'll see. Let's get this thing on the road, get these fields done. Actually, I do have the real GPS mod installed as well, which gives us this picture view up there. That actually shows you where you are in relationship to the actual map as well. Doesn't work on all vehicles. It has to be GPS, and it has to be, you know, enabled for it. But I thought it'd be cool to have it on here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that's an auto bale storage barn as well, so that's pretty useful. That's there. Let's just pull this down a little bit more out of the way. Okay. Yeah, I'll do for now. So, first thing to do is attach the header. So again, for those new to this, you just roll up to it, and when you get the little attach in the bottom there, you can just attach it at that point. So we have to remember as well, we've got crop destruction on here as well. So we need to be careful in this field, because we will destroy crop. So to start this off, we need to basically unfold the harvester first. So for that, I'm using an Xbox controller. So for me it's A, it may be different for you. If you're using a PS5 or even just on PC. We're going to do straw swath on this, so we're going to leave that enabled. So that's enabled for straw swath. And then we're going to start on the harvester with X. And then we'll lower the header with B. And then we'll move into the field. And you can see the straw swath coming out the back there. We'll just cut straight across here, rather than trying to bend around the corner too much. And then we'll cut it in here. There we go. So once we've got all these fields harvested, we should see what our best price is for everything. So again, not expecting a great amount of yield off these. They're not really prepped correctly, which is going to be one of the focuses in later episodes, of course. Which I never thought. Let's just have a look at the crop calendar. Actually, can't remember what this one is. So we're in August, so we could replant barley in September, or reseed, I should say, barley in September, which is good. We can reseed oats in September as well. So that'll be winter oats, winter barley, and probably could do winter wheat as well. Yep. So once we've got this off the ground, next month, we're going to need to get those fields prepped and resown. So probably do oats, because oats yield the best price, I do believe. So we'll get those done. They still give us straw. We haven't got any productions or anything that require anything beyond those. So from our perspective, it's just about the money. We may potentially do productions again further on in the series, but that's going to be a good ways off. And on this specific map, there are I think there's 3 specific areas you can drop productions down. They're already laid out, ready to go. Just a nice flat area to put productions on, which is a great feature that Fancy Briscoe puts on these maps. Doesn't put productions on, just allows you to put your own on, which I think is a great idea. It's kind of one of those 50-50 things. Some people like it, some people don't. But I think it's a good idea, personally. So we'll run another headland here. Actually, it really doesn't make any difference. Well, it probably does a little bit. Yeah, we'll run another headland here. And then we'll do some up and down, left and right, whichever way you want to look at it. So with the straw, we're probably just going to sell that straight away. We'll bale it up and sell it. I don't think there's any value in keeping it. I might make a few more pounds per 1,000 litres, but I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference at that point. But we'll check it out once we get to that point. Which again may not be today either. We may just be picking up the crop today in this particular episode anyway. So if any of you are watching and new to Farming Simulator and stuff, if you've got any questions or anything, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. I don't profess to be an expert on everything. I'm certainly nowhere near that. I get things wrong, so it's a learning experience for everyone. Okay, so that's pretty much our headlands done for those. So we'll do them the other way. We'll do them the long way. Actually, let's clear this small piece first. So again, with harvesters, I know I was talking about tractors and right sizing the equipment for the type of map. Again, on the UK map, this harvester is right sized for this kind of map. You're not going to want to go too much bigger from the header perspective, because you're going to have all sorts of trouble on the roads on a UK map, getting headers around corners and stuff like that through gates. So you need to right size your equipment. I mean, you could get something smaller than this potentially, if you wanted to, but this seems about the right size. Just a note as well, I am doing this manually at the moment. What we'll do maybe next time is, well, on the other fields I should say, is we'll use the guidance steering method, so we can see how that works. And then potentially we'll use AI workers on a couple of the other fields. If we'll get all this in with one shot from the hopper. 80% full. It's going to be close. And we're going to be full. Okay, that's not too bad though. Nope, don't roll forward, don't want to destroy anything. Alright, let's get the pipe out. Let's go and grab a tractor in the trailer. get in the T7. So again, if you are looking at playing this through, following along, kind of, which is one of the other things that that person mentioned was, you know, they could follow along potentially. You know, you don't have to change the trailer out. They're about the same size. The crankbait trailer is certainly fine. So if you don't want to change it out, that's not a problem. So we'll open a cover on here. There we go. So on a Xbox controller, it's the keypad portion on the left. There we go, emptying in. Okay, stop the engine on that, don't want to waste fuel. Right, let's pipe in. Get this a little bit finished, and then we'll get on with the wheat fields. Just a point of note as well, in the background, all the bird noises and stuff that you hear. A lot of those, if not all of them, actually FarmingSimulator has recorded himself from actual real birds out in this area. So that's pretty cool. He kind of takes things to another level from an immersion perspective for that type of stuff, but this map is absolutely spot on. It's a banging map, along with all these previous ones as well for 22. Absolute cracking map. So there we go. Right, let's get that in. Let's just shut that down a minute. Let's go and drop this in the silo. I can go in from either side here for now. Okay. I can't remember what size this is. Oh, so the total capacity is 1.2 million litres. So I think we're fine there for a while. Actually, let's look at time-saving stock check. So best price for this is 681, and that'll give us about £9,500 in January. As it stands at the moment, it's probably going to give us what, 6.3? Yeah, just under 6.5. So that's good. I wonder if this isn't showing us anything yet. Wonder why that is. Well, we're on the wrong, probably in the wrong field, aren't we? There we go. Field 7, cool. That's really good. So we'll be able to see on next year how much extra yield we get by actually prepping the field properly. That's good. I like that. Right, let's crack on. So we'll leave him here for now. Now I think we need to be careful about how we get into this field. Actually, let me go look, because I'm not sure whether you can technically get in here over here. I mean, you could, but could have issues there. So I'll look down here. So there's no way in here really without riding over the hills and stuff. Looks like the entrance is down there. Okay, so let's try and play semi-realistic to some degree anyway. So let's pop the header back on the trailer and let's go and do the other fields down here, and then we'll come back up. Looks like we go up this road here to get around the back. Oh, actually, is there a road there? Let's see anything there. Because I think we're on the very, very edge of the map here. Yeah, there's no road here. I mean, yeah, I could just drive straight over that potentially, but again, let's try and play somewhat realistic. So I'll fold this back up again on the controller with A. I will pop this header back on the trailer. You don't have to be super accurate with these usually, because they will just self-right themselves, but you need to be at least reasonably close. There we go. Just pops on okay. See what I mean about big headers here? If you had a really long header, you're going to struggle getting around some of these. As it is, we're going to have to swing out across the road anyway, so... Ooh. There's a bit of an overshoot. Got a bit of a ways to go, so I'll just pause this and I'll come back on when we get to the field. Okay, so here's the field. We just need to find out where the entrance is now. Or at least this is one of the fields. I assume the entrance is down here. This here on the left is just quintessential Britain as well, a lay-by. So yeah, looks like we have a side road here. And yeah, there's a dirt track. Okay, good. So, again, we need to be wary of crop destruction because we have that on. So, let's pop this around about here. See, even that's a bit of a hill there. Could have potentially put it on this corner just behind me. Actually, it might have been easier. There we go. Yep, So this is quite a bit of a bigger field. Let's unfold. We'll do this with guidance steering. So on the controller, you're holding down the B button. We're going to go to steering assist. It's already picked up the working width, which is correct. Number of headlands, we want at least 2 for this. That should be okay. Work direction's okay. I think we've got a good work direction there. Yes, we'll show the lines. Cruise control is manual, that's fine. So we'll do okay. Right, and we'll get going. I may drop some music behind this. We'll see. See how long it takes. I may speed it up a little bit as well. Just not sure how long it's going to take me to do this field. So, all right, let's get to it. See where our lines are. There we go. So once you see the orange or yellow line in the middle there between the 2 blues, press B, that locks you on, and then you can engage your throttle at that point, and/or cruise control like I'm doing here. Actually, you know what? Why did it? Yeah, it changed straw swath for some reason. So, and that might have been my bad before doing the pipe out. So you can see that it wasn't. So yeah, that's it should start dropping now. There we go. So you see the line is now white for the going around the corner. Now it's orangey yellow. And now pressing B goes to the green. I'll pick up those straggly bits later. So again, we'll put this on cruise control. Save my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the time lapse with some music behind it, and I'll be back shortly. I'm already way over the 30 minutes that I was looking to do on this recording, so up to 44 already. So we'll probably end it after this field, and then we'll carry on in the next episode, which I'll do fairly quickly actually. It won't be exactly back to back, but it'll be fairly close. Because I'll try and edit this today, which is actually the Friday that the map came out, so August 1st. I'll try and get this edited and out, and then I'll try and get the next one edited and out maybe tomorrow, Saturday. We'll see how that goes.
I'm an expert at overthinking things that I shouldn't. You come across as a cool guy, someone is the opposite. And all my friends are leaving, but I wanna stay here. Can we just stay here?
Okay, so that's this field done. I don't think I'm going to get all of this in here, but that's okay. Get it transported back. So I'm going to call it a day here for this episode. Like I say, the other one should be out fairly quickly, I think, hopefully. If we can get another one done. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Again, if you've got any comments, questions or suggestions, please drop them below in the comments section. And if you're new to my content, or even not new to it, I do have some other videos out there. I have a roleplay series that comes out on Wednesdays. It's based on Oakbridge Farm currently. I have another Let's Get Farming series that comes out on Saturdays based on Judith Plains. I have a one-tile challenge based on Carvelands that comes out on Mondays. And those generally all come out at 8 AM Eastern. And I have a Let's Get Farming called Basement series on an FS25 map called Lancashire. I don't have any set schedule for that, so if you're interested in that, please just hit the notification button and you get notified of any new videos coming out. And again, if you like my content, please think about subscribing and liking. It helps grow the channel, helps get the content out to more people. So we'll just get this one dropped. This is our second load in here. So we've got what, 40 close to 44,000 litres so far, plus whatever was left in there. So that's not too bad off that field. I would probably hazard a guess it's probably what, 40,000 litres maybe in total, give or take. Yeah, if you notice as well on that on the video, you may see I had a couple of issues with for some reason in not following the line that I wanted it to. So plus I couldn't see the lines because I'd turned them off for the time lapse. So I'd lost some of those. Right, there we go. Let's just check what we've got in here. So time saving stock check. So that's not bad. Nearly £32,000 there. If we sell in January, 22,000 if we sell now. So that's a big difference. And on our field tracker, I don't know what field this was. None of those. Oh, it needs to be wheat, doesn't it? You mop it. 2. There we go. Cool. Good stuff. Alright. Thanks for watching. Catch you again soon. Bye now.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like my content.